Okay, the first one's from Robert Macias. The subject is intergender matches. Sub Keeping 100 crew. My name is Roberto from Yonkers, New York. Day one listener from the MLW days and Patreon subscriber. When it comes to intergender matches, I believe if the story dictates the necessity of a match, go ahead and do it. But it does require the right performance, male and female, to be able to pull off an entertaining match. In the Marvel movies, Black Widow has awesome fight scenes with guys, and her moveset is compatible with her size. She's not going up to dudes and giving them a straight right hand and they fell down. She has a lucha style against the guys I think works well. Keep up the good work. You guys are the best podcast in the game. P.S. I'm an Air Force veteran. I've been a police officer in New York for 11 years. Your political conversations are great, and I'd love to chop it up with you guys on a round table talking politics.
Cool.
All right, so...
Well, Roberto Macias just joined Patreon, and you can be on the round tables, and you can come up and chop it up with us, bro. Yes, and if we're ever up... Where's he from? You say New York or somewhere?
Yonkers, New York.
That's where Eddie Kingston is from. Yes. So we're in New York a lot. You can meet us in person, too.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So here's what I'm going to say about intergender matches. And that this is what fans don't realize. Okay, is that in wrestling schools all over the country, there's intergender wrestling going on every day.
Yeah,
every day the guys are training with the girls. So there's you're like it takes place a lot. You know what I'm saying? And like we kind of know that wrestling these days is like something you train for, and it's not. It says wrestling's in a different place. And the suspension of disbelief is in a different place where you can do the intergender stuff. But yeah, the girls have to be able to. You can only really do it the best of the best girls, because they need to be their work needs to be really good. They need to look like their offense works, in a logical way. So,
for example, go ahead, Conan.
No, go ahead. What?
I was just gonna say, for example, like I don't think I care for it that much, but when I watched Impact United We Stand, there was an intergender match between Tessa Blanchard and Joey Ryan, and I thought that was really good. I really enjoyed it. And another one of the things that I really noticed was that if Joey hit her, she dropped. Like it was for a Joey Ryan match, which has some silliness in it, was
Bro,
realistic.
Let me tell you, Tessa's on a whole different level.
Yeah.
That girl's on a whole different level. She's only like 23. She's incredible. Her promos are incredible. Her work rate, her timing, everything. But here's the thing. This is how much of a visionary Antonio Pena was. So he's the guy that started intergender matches. And I remember that when I started to watch him, obviously I grew up around the same time as Disco. So like guys didn't play sports with women. Like we never interacted. You know what I'm saying? Now you go to schools and you see a lot of interaction. I've seen girls on guys' baseball teams right here in Chula Vista. Yeah. And they have some good baseball teams here. It ain't just they ain't just putting on there because she's a girl. She's on there because she can play. So he started the intergender matches, and I remember a lot of the guys, because Mexico's still very, very macho society, much like Puerto Rico. Nobody wanted to do it. And what I started to see was I had to open up my own ignorance and see that people are liking it. The girl is doing something that they wouldn't expect them to do to a guy, and the people are popping, and it became very popular in Mexico. And then Lucha Underground used it. And that's when it really kind of started to, people were like, okay, but if it's done right, it's very entertaining. And yes, it just has to be like anything else.
Well, it makes more sense too in the context of Lucha, because Lucha, there's a lot of acrobatics. If the girl could do the acrobatics, that's what would happen, But like American style, it's a little different animal because we beat each other up in the match sometimes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
but you have a girl that's real physical and her shit looks real good. Like if you watch that Joey Ryan match, and maybe we should do a watch along with that so Disco can see it. You'll see how well, everything looked really logical. Plus, he ain't much bigger than her anyways. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like, I remember when Lucha Underground, I got a lot of heat for this. They had a match. It was between, do you remember this guy, Disco? Did you watch Lucha Underground the first season or no?
No.
Okay.
I've never seen. I see bits and pieces of Lucha Underground.
Joe, what's this guy's real name? Big Rick.
Oh,
as a wrestler when he was in WWE or wherever he was in ECW.
Yeah, give me one sec, because it's escaping me. I'm looking it up. So, Ezekiel Jackson.
Do you know who that is?
No.
Bro, he's humongous. Look, he's showing it right there. See him?
Oh, yeah, I've seen the guy, right.
Okay. In Lucha Underground, they called him Big Rick, and he did kind of like a Suge Knight character. all right? You know, with the cigar, and he had an eye patch, and he was a thug, and he wrestled Sexy Star. Now, Sexy's got to be 5'2", something like that. She can't weigh more than 100 pounds, okay? There was nothing they could do that to me was believable. You know, it was a terrible match. He ended up giving her concussion. It was brutal, bro. And I was like, bro, that's not the way you do it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so when you do it like that, when people see something like that and they're like, oh, this sucks. But if you, like anything else, the right booking, the right people, it's a super entertaining match.
Yeah. He gave her a concussion?
Yeah, he gave her a concussion.